Hiya, and welcome back to the second Charmander session. It's probably going to be a short session today because I did quite a lot already. Well, kinda. Because Pikachu is still not completely done. So cute though. Let me quickly check my settings because apparently my earbuds are connecting to the computer and I can hear my own echo. It's very annoying. I wanted to connect to my phone so I don't have all the noises yelling at me all at once. Something like that. But yeah, Bulbasaur is ready. Little cutie. Come on, camera. Thank you. Light is a bit too much. Little Bulbasaur. And Squirtle. Well, Pikachu is still partially painted, needs more highlights, and all the stuff in the back. Stripes on his back, stripe on his tail, but it's yellow. So yeah, definitely not doing that on stream. And then of course Charmander. And the skin and his little tail flame are done. So the only thing left to do is his belly, the part of his tail of course as well, the inside of his mouth, and his eyes. So yeah, let's see if I can mix some colors that look good enough for a Charmander belly. Still not quite sure which color I want, but let's just see what I have. I can always repaint. So let's just go with what my guts is telling me to do. And hope it's not too much off of the original. Also a commercial coming in 3 seconds on Twitch. Pink? Which pink? This one, the purple. It's the color I use for my shadows, actually. Sunset purple. How do I get paint there? Right. Well, hello, hello. I'm going to paint this light part completely with the, what's it called? Tenere Yellow? I have no idea how you pronounce that. Yeah, you are exactly on time, really. But yeah, I think I'm going to just use this one for the bright part. And then mix a bit of purple and black into it for the shadow. And see how that looks. I mean, same here. Let's see. Probably will need a couple of layers there. At least two. Let's add the tiniest amount of purple and black. Always gotta be careful with the light colors. Definitely can go darker there. And I'd probably go overboard now. Not too bad. From one extreme to another. Let's try here. Yeah, I think that's better. Quite fun to paint this Pokemon, really. I was thinking about which one I should paint next. Or maybe just paint something else. I'm definitely going to use more than just this color here. I need to start somewhere. And of course I'm pulling the color up more as I need to, but that is so I can get a better transition, because you need that overlap. Might even go a bit further up. Just thin it down a bit, because that will help with the blends. So I think after I have finished this one, I am going to work on a small miniature I've been planning to paint for a while. It's going to be a gift for somebody actually, and it needs to be done before the competition, because this is where I'm going to give it away to that person. If I can actually find the person, really. I don't know his name. I have no idea if he's going to be there again. But last year he gave me a miniature and he said, I look forward to seeing what you can do with it. So I'm planning to paint it now for him and to give it back. So I really hope I can find him again. And I mean, if not, I will start a search online. I will find him. The light is a bit too much. Especially when I'm working with the brighter colors, it seems like the camera wants to do a bit too much with the lights. Oh, I'm glad. It's always difficult to, well, to know really how somebody else will see it. We all have different screens and you never really know for sure. Well, hello, hello. Watching on a Game Boy? Well, maybe. I mean, you can watch it wherever you want, if that's even an option. Let's see, I made a mix between the dark and light. Since this is a round shape, I want at least a bit of a reflection. That is probably a bit too bright. Not too bad. The idea was to go for a bit of the same color as Squirtle, his shell. So that's going quite well. Yeah, I think that works. So how is everyone doing? You painting along or just watching? Still 5 hours of work ahead. Darn. Can I do anything to make it more fun? Like, what kind of paints? Sing and dance. You don't want that. Wild painting. Yeah, sure. That will be a show. New Crusader figures for a new army. Ah, new army. How many do you still have to go? You just started a new army. Aw, that's mean. Don't say that. Let's add a bit more black to it, just the tiniest amount. Maybe not so much on my brush. What are you focusing on? The ghost in the back? Probably. I mean, you could always try to get the paint off, right? Oh, hey you. It's been a while. Maybe a bit there as well. It will be better to have a bit of a dark edge, so it looks like it's more on the inside of his belly, so to say, instead of on top. I think that gives a better 3D effect. I don't think I should go a lot brighter. Maybe just here go for another highlights, but just a tiny bit. I mean, let's see. Yeah, maybe it's just the tiniest highlight. It's quite nice to see that these colors are quite similar, even though I've just been mixing on site, not just not comparing anything. I didn't still have any paint on my palette. It's been a while, so it's nice to see that they are quite similar. I mean, that's the plan. Okay, let's do the rest of his tail. I'm going for a bit of a unrealistic here, really. I don't want any OSL because that's not part of the anime version either. I mean, mean, maybe in some of these special shots where he had his own story, but in most of the anime it was just the brighter belly and the orange top. So I'm not suddenly going to change that. Do the dark edge here as well. I do want this edge to be light because it's quite clearly supposed to be an edge. While trying to create this straight edge, my hand moved. That is not helpful. I'm only painting here until the shadow starts. Shadow? What is a shadow? Because this part is mostly in the shadow, it would be weird to have a highlight here. So I'm just painting up until the shadow starts. Went for a little wet blending. Yeah, that looks nice. Looks like there's just a little bit of a shimmer. The shadow isn't too harsh. I mean, it is a bright color. And even in the shadow, a bright color would never go completely dark suddenly. So just the tiniest amount of black and the tiniest amount of purple. I think it's a good color. Let's add that little bit of white. Let's see if if I can create a nice looking highlight here. Maybe the tail as well. I like that. One last check with Squirtle is a belly. Oh, also warning for you Twitch guys, commercial coming in 5 seconds. Watch your ears. Let's see which color I need for his eyes. So I think for his eyes, I'm going to go for these colors. Because the color of his eye itself, I think it's a mix between these two. In some of the pictures I found, he has more green eyes, but in most of them it looks like a mix. But I don't have that, so I'm going to create it. At least I hope so. As long as it's close to what he has, I'm fine with that. Like it's my interpretation of the Charmander anyway. So yeah, I think that should work. Got my example ready because I cannot remember how they looked from the top of my head. It's been a while. I've got some white, I've got some black. Let's throw these on as well. It's still new. Let's see if I can get something that looks like it. Bit of blue, bit of green. Shake the green better, okay. Let's try that again. Ah, that is better. Almost. Maybe a bit more green. Needs more green. I think that's it. Let's add that to my little book. Oh, there was still paint on that brush. It's not a good tasting paint, I can tell you that. But yeah, I'm taking some notes of all the colors I've been using for him. I mean, these colors are the ones I use for Squirtle. These for Charmander. Bulbasaur had quite some colors. Should really update the one for Squirtle. I only added the end result colors and not the how to get the colors. Could be important. But yeah, I've got my color, so let's throw it on there before it dries out on my palette. Example. That part is white. Maybe I should have added even more green, but it's good. I mean, you could make a wet palette if you want to try. Because if you buy them, they can be pretty expensive, and maybe it's not something for you. So you can make them quite cheap, really. And I can explain if you want. I mean, if you just have if you have a Tupperware container or just something with a lid on it. Do I have something? You know what? Hold on. He's drying now anyway. I'm going to grab one real quick. I couldn't find the plastic one this quickly. Probably all needs to be washed up. But just a container really. And something with a lid, so you can close it up. Just simple, does not have to be big. You can start with a small one like this. You just fill it up with some paper towel. Just a couple of layers, so you can add the water and it will suck up into the paper towel. And then you place a piece of baking paper. Like if you want to bake some cookies, you put that baking paper on the sheet before you throw it into the oven. Just cut a piece out of it and place it onto the paper towel. And that's it really. So how easy do you want to have it? Then you have the same idea as this, really. It's a same type of paper with a sponge underneath. But paper towel will work as well. Some people use a piece of cloth underneath. Some people like paper towel. It's really up to you, really. So just try and see what works for you. We'll see. I mean, how easy is that if you already have the materials? And if that works for you, you can always try different materials, or eventually, when you think you've found it works well for you, you can try to buy a real one. I mean, the paper they sell with the real wet pellets obviously is better than the baking paper, but it's really just, it's a good start. Nice and cheap. I mean, not everybody has the money to buy expensive wet pellets. And there's always an in-between step, like make one for yourself. Yeah, I mean, and if you have any questions, something I can help with, just let me know. I can try to find some more stuff in my kitchen. Got to zoom back in. No problem. Always here to help. Okay, now with the second layer, I think the color is good. But next time I definitely need to shake my paint better. I always forget that with the brand new colors. Just shake them very well. I like the color. Might have been a better idea to paint the whites of his eye first. Yeah, I'm not always the smartest. I hope it won't be too bad. Next time, definitely first the whites of the eye. I'll have to repaint it. Turn it. It's white with a tiny bit of black. So I can layer the whites of the eyes as well. Grab a thinner brush for the brightest color in the whites. messed up so much there. Okay, let's bring back that eye color. Okay, let's add some black. This will probably help a lot because a big part of his eyes is black. What am I looking at? I think that's a shadow. They have designed it in there, but I am trying to find my own path into it. I mean, if you are really going to look closely, if the camera allows. That looks bad. It's still a work in progress. But yeah, there's stuff sculpted. But I'm not sure if I want the black of the eye going down so far. Could do it, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't like that. But that blue-greenish definitely needs some cleaning up. And of course, I want a bit more depth in that color. So let's mix it up with a bit of white and yellow. Even more. There is something. I think a bit of dried paint was on there, but it was messing with my paint strokes. Just going for a bit more realistic, just kinda. Something like that. So from this ghostly eye to this. I will have to clean up the edge of the orange just a bit. But let's try to recreate this side. Oh, thank you. Sorry about the ads. Something looks weird here. What is it? Was there something about the shape that looked funny to me? I think I fixed it now. Stop doing the thing. They're all in very different eyes. But I do like them. It's just a tiny detail. I'm all about the details. I'm doing my best not to go too crazy at the moment because I'm just trying to paint for fun. It can be quite difficult to stop thinking about everything. Got a bit of orange. a tiny amount of light yellow. Okay, let's see. For some reason, the toenails are white, but the ones on his hands are the same color as his body. Bit weird. Are cute though. Cute little toes. Okay, for his mouth. Yet another pink. Just grabbing some red. It's called blood red. Add white to it, and there you have pink. But of course I also need a shadow color for that pink, so I'm just adding a bit of purple and black to it. And then at first I will paint the deepest parts and hope I don't mess up any orange. It's definitely not easy to get all the paint in there. back of the tongue is curved a bit and my brush isn't. So let's not shine a light into his mouth and look at all the details. I'm just going for a good enough. Good start color though. There's this one piece that does not want to be painted just because of that curve. Come on. Get in there. Well, thank you. I want them to have a bit of a shimmer. Just realized I hadn't painted his nostrils and his mouth paint was still drying anyway. But it looks like it is dry now, so I'm going to paint that pink, the red and white mix only here in the front. I need a lighter one, so more whites and a tiny bit of yellow. Voila! That's cute. Do have to clean up the mouth just a bit. Nothing too bad. Let's add a bit of light yellow to that orange. So I have a highlight. And then his teeth are what? Let's try that again. Are also just white. So the same as his toes. So let's do that again. Told you. And I'm trying not to focus too much on details with these Pokemon. So usually I'm even worse with looking out for all the details. Okay, darkest color is on there. Let's go for highlights 1. And then the smaller brush for highlight 2. My paint is drying. And then just tiny dot of white on the top. There. So that is one finished Charmander. crank up the brightness just a bit. I think that turned out adorable. Let's bring them all together. Stuck in between my fingers. That is so cute. And all the tongues are just a bit different from each other. The colors aren't all the exact same what? Excuse me. Yeah, I always like a bit of a combination of anime and well, my style really. Just a hint of more realistic, which is quite weird to say when you look at Pokemon with bright colors, but yeah, they have a bit more shadow, a bit more interesting to look at. Absolutely adorable, excuse me. So I definitely need to finish Pikachu. So remind me to finish Pikachu this weekend, so I can take some pictures of the entire set. And not sure if I mentioned it before, but I have all the evolutions of the 4 of them. I also have the first ghost Pokemon, which can be nice for the upcoming Halloween, of course. I think that's actually fun to do. But not immediately after this, because first I have to paint. Well, want to. This guy, little robot friends. Going to be the gift I was mentioning before. Only some primer so far. Made a brick wall just by cutting some pieces of thin cardboard. Well, hey there. This stuff is asphalt. Where do I have it? That is mud. More mud. Asphalt. So it's really just a bit of a gritty paste. But the color itself is very good for asphalt too. Just smear it on and it will do its thing. But since I want to have all the colors be connected, I will paint it. So I just primed it just as the rest. It's like asphalt. It is asphalt. But yeah, cardboard backing for the bricks. Not too thick. And then this cute little robot guy with a sign. And the idea is to paint him in a blue color with some reflections, a red brick wall, and then just some green plants going up. Maybe some moss, maybe some vines, I'm not sure. Got quite some stuff somewhere in the desk drawer I can use for that. So red, blue and green. I think it can be cool. So I'm going to start him Sunday, so the next stream. And hope to create something interesting, as I was given this miniature by the sculptor himself, excuse me. And he told me he was curious what I could do with his little design. So let's hope I can create something he actually likes to get back, if I can find him again. So yeah, that's the plan for Sunday. Oh, there's a commercial break again in 13 seconds. So everybody be aware for your ears if you're here live on Twitch. 3, 2, 1, good luck. Welcome back, everybody, if you still can hear me. What was I talking about before the ads? Alright, the little robot. So I'm going to start painting him on Sunday. And if you think that will be interesting, please come back Sunday and see if I actually can do some magic on the little guy. Let's hope. The competition is October 19th and 20th. So I still have some time to paint him. I hope it will be enough, but probably will. I mean, he's not that big. It will be non-metallic metal, but I think he can do it. I hope. I can. Yeah. So for everybody who just came online. Excuse me, but I just finished the paint job. So yeah, I'm actually going to end the stream for tonight because I don't have anything left of Charmander, really. I mean, we can paint his nails a different color, but that won't take too much time anyway. So just going to end it here, and hope to see you all back on Sunday. Or maybe even a bit sooner on Instagram. I will probably be painting something just for myself and post it there, so go check that out. If you did want to see more of today's painting, I will prepare this video as soon as I can and throw everything on YouTube. Add a little bit of music, so it's a bit more interesting when I'm a bit silent. So yeah, check out the videos on YouTube with music, and hope to see you back on Sunday. So wishing you all a good rest of the day. Good luck with the workday that's still proceeding, and see you next time. Bye.